Welcome to the regular board meeting, Wednesday, April 12th, 2017, 6:30 p.m. I call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
President Chmura.
Here.
Clerk Budnick. Trustee Kucharski.
Here.
Trustee Tannhauser.
Here.
Trustee Solomowski.
Present.
Trustee Faligario.
Here.
Trustee Gregorio.
Here.
Trustee Gelsomino.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion to approve and adopt the minutes of the regular meeting of March 22nd, 2017, as presented and published, and that they may be made part of the record.
I'll make that motion.
First is Gelsomino, second Jackie Gregorio. Vote please. 6-0, the motion carries. We have nothing in the President's report. And let's go into the committees. Finance, licenses, contracts, Trustee Gregorio.
Thank you, Mr. President. Are there any questions or modifications to my agenda? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda A through I as presented.
Second.
Okay. First by Jackie Gregorio, seconded by Ursula Kucharski. Vote please. 6-0, motion carries.
That is all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Law and Ordinance and Economic Development by the handsome Trustee Faligario.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm going to borrow money later.
They threw us under the bus.
Under discussion, I finally have something to report. Brian and I took a tour of the show property and the Miller's Ale House. Miller's Ale House is almost complete. They're going to open the 1st of next month. And they did a beautiful job. I mean, you have to go there and by there and look at it. It's really nice. And the show property, they finally got all the demolition parts out of it. And now they're just about ready to turn it over to AMC because the walls are up, the theaters are forming. They're going to, AMC, I guess, has a contract to put up the interiors, the seats and everything. But if you walked in now, you would see where the 68ers are going to be, where the lobby is going to be, and the bar and the restaurant. Really looks nice.
It's a little delayed, but it's coming.
Definitely. And under consent agenda, I have items A to C. Are there any questions as to their content? If not, I'd like to make a motion to have them approved as noted.
Second.
Motion to Trustee Faligario, second to Trustee Gregorio. Vote please. 6-0, motion carries.
That is all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Water utilities, IT, cell phones, Trustee Solomowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing in discussion. Any questions regarding items A through C in the consent agenda? Hearing none, make a motion to approve.
Motion to Trustee Solomowski.
Second.
Second to Trustee Tannhauser. Vote please. 6-0, motion carries.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, by Trustee Solomowski. Police, Trustee Kucharski.
Nothing to report, sir.
Thank you very much. Village Properties, HR Insurance, and
No.
Fire.
Nothing to report, Mr. President. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's quite all right.
That's all right.
It's
I'm
done-
sorry.
You've done it a number of times. So. Okay, we'll move on to Public Works.
Nothing to report, Mr. President?
Must have been a slow one. General, you got nothing? Could you make something up? Shoot something out. Okay, with that being said, we'll go over to comments from the public.
I know I want to talk. I
No,
don't
come on up.
Okay.
You're in the front row. Come on up.
Okay. My name is Diane Jarvis. I live on 4326 North Overhill. And I'm here to talk about the rat problem that I've noticed on Overhill on our block. And thank you for allowing me to speak. The first time we've noticed that we had rats on our block was at the end of March. We found a dead one in our backyard and our neighbor also. And seeing a dead rat is not a pleasant sight. On Sunday, April 2nd, about 10:30 at night, I was walking, trying to get my 10,000 steps, which I will end up doing after this meeting too, because I still don't have it. Thank you for laughing. I saw 2 rats on 4342 Overhill on the corner on the T of the alley, frolicking in and out of the fence. And they were the size of ferrets. They remind me of ferrets. I used to own ferrets. The next sighting was Thursday, April 6th. There was a rat in our backyard by our bird feeder, and my dog chased it away. That was about 11:30 at night. I now limit the feeding of my birds, the wild birds outside, even though I do love it. I've been feeding them for years. I sweep the ground and wait and rake, and I store the bird feeder with the food that hasn't been eaten in a garbage can with a tight lid, so nothing has gotten in there. My concern is that I've spotted 3 rats that I've noticed, and my husband's noticed. How many am I missing? Also, I spoke with neighbors down the block, the McGoffs who live on 4308. Tom McGoff reported that, and there was a kink or some hole in his brick, and he noticed there was a nest inside there. And so I do not condone what he did, but he poured acid and bleach in there to try to get rid of them. Exactly, that's what I said when I heard him say that. And that his neighbor at 4304 spotted at 4 in the morning when he goes to work, because he's in construction, rats coming up from his house. So he figured there was a nest there and that he killed them. My husband has called the village and spoke with, I believe, maintenance. That's where you get those little orange things that you put in your window, whatever.
Permits.
Permits, thank you.
The building.
Lost the words, right. So he spoke with the building person. He went in person and on the phone, and I believe it's Lee, I'm not sure if it was Lee or not, said that it is our problem, not a village problem, that we have rats, that is our resident problem, to take care of the rats outside. I am not talking about inside the house. And I was naturally upset to hear that the village doesn't seem to care about the residents. And I know for a fact.
First thing is one person who said that.
Oh yeah, it was one
So
person.
when you said the village don't care, maybe that person didn't care, but the village does care.
Well, I did email the village also that Thursday of that week, and I have gotten no reply.
Well, I know we've been fighting the rat situation for over a year.
Right, no, I know.
It probably goes back to when we dug up Overhill, and we think a lot, because we went way deep on Overhill. And we believe that we probably knocked them out of their houses and their nest over there, and they went all over the village.
I agree with you.
And I think that's what it, but I know that for a fact that we've had exterminators, right, Joanna?
We still do. It's a monthly service.
Right.
And they come out, and based on the calls that come in, we move the traps around to wherever we see that the most complaints are coming from.
Right, okay, well, my block will get right on it. But anyway.
But when you get an answer like that you don't like, your
Yes.
next move should be to call my phone.
Well, we looked on the village website, and I just emailed administration. And that was last week, and I had not gotten a reply.
Better just call in here and tell them to connect you with the mayor. If I'm not here, leave a message, it'll go right to my cell phone.
Okay.
You'll get a call in 24 hours.
Oh, thank you, Mayor Tamara. Good thing I voted for you.
That's why
What
I'm
are
saying
your-
these nice things.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's great. What are your hours?
My hours?
Yeah, for the village, what are the hours?
The village hours are, what, 9 to 5.
Okay, well,
Okay, but
that's
you
gonna be
can
hard
call
to
me
fight
at
in
10
the
o'clock at night if you want to.
okay.
At 10 o'clock,
Well,
I
maybe we
cash
could
you
talk
in.
later and I can get your cell phone.
Sometimes I
won't
don't make it
abuse
to the 9 o'clock news either. So.
Okay, thank you, sir.